Check, check. All right. Here we go. Here we go. It's your man RTP, Skull Gang in the building. You know what time it is. Hold on, Saint fans. Hold on, stop, hold on, slow down. I know what you're thinking. Oh, it's a Buccaneers channel. If you want to learn something, stay here and watch. If you want to learn something, stay here and just listen to what I got to say. If you want to know the truth, stay here and listen to your boy RTP here on the Pewter and Red podcast. All right? I'm telling you right now. Swallow your pride, stay in your seat, hold on to something, and just listen to what I'm saying. And if you want to know the truth, take it in and do whatever you want. If you don't want to know the truth and you want to lie to yourself, then you can go ahead and exit. This ain't the channel to be lied to. We don't lie on this channel. You know what I'm saying? We do not lie on this channel. We try to tell the truth. We try to keep things as real as possible. Before we get into this, let's go ahead and say what up to Zach Jarvis in the building. Zach Jarvis in the building. We got Buck Crazy in the building. You know what time it is. Skull Gang in the building. Yes, sir. Well, you see the headlines of everything. Let me get my music going in the background. You see the headline, right? The New Orleans Saints are frauds. They are frauds. They are frauds. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I'm sorry, Saint fans. I'm sorry to do this. Listen, I should be going to sleep, but I started drinking this. I didn't want to end my Friday so early, so I started drinking some of this energy drink. I was going to get on the game. Is it still going? Yeah, they're in the darkness. Shut up already. There you go. Okay, there you go. Anyways, I started drinking the energy drink. I was going to get on the game, watch some PlayStation, play some PlayStation or something. Then I said, you know what? Because it's been bugging me. I'm not going to lie. It's been bugging me, and I'm going to tell you why. Everything I'm watching now, everybody's talking about the Saints. They'll say a little bit about the Bucs, like, oh yeah, the Bucs and the Saints are good teams. We didn't know, but when they talk about the Saints, they're really like, oh, Super Bowl contender Saints, Super Bowl contender Saints. The Saints, man, oh, there's hardly any team clicking like the Saints, and I'm like, they're not the only team that's looking good, and that's all I cared about. They're not the only team looking good. Now, if some of my people's out here, Atlas in the building, what it do? Rashad in the building. What it do, y'all? What it do, y'all? So, I was like, if y'all been watching me after my games and I've talked or whatever, I've even said it. I've came on here, broke down the Bucs and everything. I'm like, yeah, shout out to the Saints. The Saints are looking good. The Saints and the Bucs are making the NFC South look good again, right? I came out here. I wasn't hating. I was like giving them their props or whatever. I haven't really watched their games, but I was like, whatever, they're looking good. Bucs are looking good. They're looking good. Whatever. Shout out to them. Blah blah blah. And I kept it pushing. And the more and more I kept hearing these people, and I truck drive, so all I am able to do is listen to podcasts and listen to, different people talk about the South, listen to the ESPN and NFL Network, Good Morning America, First Things First, First Take, all that stuff. And I'm hearing all these people say all these different things, and I'm just like, yo, they're really like sucking off this. Like, to me, it was crazy how they can go from trash to just the first glimpse of, oh, they might be good, to Super Bowl contenders already. Like, whoa. The Bucks have been to the playoffs and won a playoff game several times, but yet year after year, no one believes in us. The Saints show one little sign of life, and all of a sudden, Super Bowl contenders. So I'm like, are these people tripping? Like, how good have the Saints looked? Because I've like kind of not really watched the games, but I kind of like seen highlights from here and there. But obviously, seeing the highlights, the when like the ticker's coming on and they're showing all the different games that happen, you can't tell anything. You just see a lot of points. So I'm like, you know what? Let me watch a little bit of film. Now, granted, I watched the highlights. I ain't watched the all 22, but I'm gonna show you off of the highlights, and I'm good enough that I've done 22 long enough that I can already tell just off of the game highlights. Let's get into these comments real quick. Hey, y'all, won't stay long since it's late, but our team is looking good. Yes, it is. Fraudulent Saints, yep. Mr. Toxic Black is in the building. Falcons rise up. Falcons, that's a whole nother. I don't think the Falcons believe they are with that's another team that people are already like trying to like jump back on the wagon, and it's like, stay off that wagon. That wagon is broken. And I think Falcon fans even know that wagon. I don't think Falcon fans have bought into it. Some of them are trying to act like they bought into it since the Eagle win. But if you know football, you know that wagon, that thing's broken. Don't even jump on the Falcons. Y'all not in the race. Zach, but shout out to Toxic Black being in here. Zach says, I bet if the Saints were to play the Lions, they would lose by 10 plus points. Probably. I can't say for sure because I can't say I know for sure what the Lions are, but I think I do know what the Saints are. And like I said, we're going to break that down. Cowboys and Panthers aren't even that good. Let me tell you something right now, guys. The NFC East in general is not good. The NFC East is what people are acting like the NFC South is. Just put it like that. Eagles are not a good team. Cowboys are not a good team. The Redskins are young. They don't know what they're doing yet. And the Giants are just trash. That whole division is not good. That whole division is what people try to act like the NFC South is. Anyways, enough talking, man. Let's get into some of this this breakdown of these games, bro. This is the highlights of the Cowboys game, and I'm gonna show you guys a few things. Right? So we're just gonna go through these highlights real quick. Now, this is 3rd and 2, right? They're at their own, like what 25, 28 yard line, which means that they haven't really moved the ball or whatever. They're already on 3rd down, 3rd and 2, and they're just gonna chuck this. Good play, cool, whatever, nothing special, nothing. It is what it is, regular football, right? 2nd and 8, underneath. That's simple, easy stuff. Nothing special, nothing crazy. But already I'm like noticing something. Another play action, and I think this one he goes deep. Oh, not even deep. Just now, what if you're wondering how this, like, he's getting these 15-yard shots, it's pretty simple. I could go right back from the beginning. Look, where are they at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 defensive linemen, 2 linebackers, and a nickel. So it's basically 4-3, but instead of the 3rd linebacker here, they got the 3rd linebacker on the line, right? That's it. It's a 4-3 nickel. They're pretty much in 4-3, but their safeties are trash. Their safety's trash. I believe this is the safety coming down in the box. So they're not in nickel. They're just in basically 4-3. But they're other linebackers on the line and they're blitzing. They catch them in a play action. But this is what they got: their outside corners playing man, and their linebackers, including their safety, who's dropped in the box, playing linebacker now because they have their third linebacker on the line. They got the linebackers playing zone, and it's a cover 3. They're just staying in a cover 3. Pretty much this whole game, they're staying in a cover 3, which is not bad if you stay in a cover 3. Their problem is their safeties are trash. This dude is trash. The safety that's back here, number 6, I forgot his name. He's trash, and they just don't know how to play cover 3. So you got your corners who they're depending on, like they think that they're all that, right? The only reason why their corners like Diggs, who everybody sucks off Diggs, but if you really watch film, you know he's a okay corner. He's not really a good corner. The only reason why he passes off as a good corner is because of their pass rush in the past, with the pass rush that they've had with Micah Parsons. You slow down Micah Parsons, you slow down the pass rush, their corners are very, very easy to beat. Anyways, this is nothing special. Again, this guy, I mean, is it hard to beat 21 when you start from this side and you run over here and you got nothing but the linebackers in the middle of the field just looking at the wide receivers and the running back and dropping back playing zone? They have no idea what's going behind them. They're not watching behind them. They're just kind of biting in the play action, kind of stepping back. The only guy that's defending him is the dang corner who started on the other side. I mean, that's pretty much like a backyard drill, right? You run like you're just running, and you're not gonna stay on them. They're not good enough. Where's my mouse at? But anyways, this is nothing. This means this is not even what I wanted to show you. This is just regular. Okay, football's happening. All right, good play. They call him in a cover 3 or whatever. Good play. All right, good call for cover 3, right? Now you got Diggs. He looked like he was pressing somebody, right? He looks like he's in zone. He's in zone. He checks it down. Okay, good job by Carr. This is just regular football stuff. Regular football stuff. Here we go again. Drops back. Here is safeties in the box. Looks like it's cover 3 again. Extra people on the line. Play action. And I don't know where 21 looks like it's over here because, again, corners are playing man. Everybody underneath is playing zone. Trash. That's a trash defense. It's okay to do it once in a while or catch somebody slipping, but it seemed like they were just caught in this defense over and over again. And they're basically telling their two corners to cover the whole field, basically. It's simple. They're telling them to cover the whole field. Cover one wide receiver, cover the whole field. Because their safety number 6 is trash. He doesn't know how to play safety. Then this was the first thing I was like, what the heck is going on? Let's back up a little bit. They're in, let's see, 1 tight end, 2 tight end. So they're basically what? 12 personnel. I don't know if you want to consider it 13 because they have a fullback, but 12 personnel with a fullback instead of another wide receiver. They got everybody on this side. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 defensive linemen on this side, on the left side of the field, on this side, already off, right? Already on the, I guess that would be considered the strong side, I guess, but you got the 3 on this side and the fullback. Look at the damn safeties back here, right? Now you got these guys right here. You got 1 corner, 3 linebackers. Just terrible. Terrible. You just was on the side that they wanted you to stay on. You were on the side they wanted you to stay on. And now look at the safety. Look at how trash the safety. Why are you so far back, bro? It's goal line, basically. Like, what are you doing so far back? You giving no run support at all. Alvin Kamara basically meets him at the goal line. How do you barely meet Alvin Kamara at the goal line? But okay, whatever. It's a mess up. It is what it is, right? It's a mess up. Stay with me. Stay with me. It is what it is. This so far, this means nothing. This just okay. It's one drive. You know, I've seen it with Todd Bowles' defense before, where it's like, okay, we look like we're not ready. With the first drive. The first drive, it is what it is. All right, throw it away. They get getting ready, getting in the groove of the game. Now defensively, the defense is what the defense is. The defense has always been the same. The defense is pretty good for the Saints, right? They're not as good as everyone tries to make them, but they're not trash. Their defense is good. They can keep their offense in the game. Hold on, wait, we wasn't ready for this. The defense isn't trash. They can keep them in the game. The only thing that I could say about their defense, which is really not about their defense, but about if I was talking to Cowboy fans, I would say there was a couple of offensive plays that I was just like, that's a stupid offensive call. Why would you call that? Like, I don't like their play call. I don't like their play designs, their play calls. I would say if you're a Cowboy fan, your offense wasn't trash. It just had a couple of bad calls in some key moments, and then the game got out of hand, so you were pretty much forced to continue to make bad calls, or you're a strong man into making calls that you have to make. I'll explain that more. All right, so let's go. They got the ball back, right? 7-3. Let's see. Now they're in what? This looks like 12 personnel again. Got two linebackers. Looks like two linebackers. Two tight ends right here. So it looks like 12 personnel again. They got only 4 plus the 2 corners. Looks like 2 linebackers. And that might be that's the safety right there. So this might be 3 linebackers. So they might be in a 4-3, because I believe these are 3 linebackers. These are 3 linebackers right here. So they motion, and everybody goes to the left. They play action. Oh, why does it keep doing that? They play action to the right, and now just a big shot. And again, that safety is trash. Safety is trash. The safety is trash. Now, again, it is what it is. They call them slack in the play action. That doesn't mean anything, right? I'm still there. I'm still like, okay, there's some good play calling. You know what I'm saying? And they caught him slipping a few times. It happens, and it can happen any Sunday. Still not a big deal. All right. It is what it is. Let's continue. Let's see. I want to show. Okay, so this is defense. Again, the Cowboys offense is not doing bad. You know what I'm saying? They're not doing bad. They're holding their own. They're doing whatever they can. Now, I don't think Dak played a good game because, again, you see somebody open here. He throws there. He still gets it in. If he was able to get that in, he definitely should have been able to get the other one in. But, okay, whatever. They're still doing their thing. You can see it looks like they're in cover 2 from here. Nope, they drop in, so they're probably cover 3. They run the ball. They're doing their thing, right? We'll start. I just want to prove one thing with their offense. Right? This ain't it. Still doing pretty good. Play calling's decent or whatever. This is what, 2nd and 10. Derek Carr. Okay, this is good play by Derek Carr. Found the guy in the middle. And that's what they should have did. I don't know if that was their game plan and they were forced to get out of the game plan, but that's what they should have just did all day on the Saints. Underneath in the middle. Underneath in the middle. Underneath in the middle. That's what they should have did. So they get close. They're at the 12-yard line. Right. Nice little. This was a nice creative play for them. Unfortunately, that guy got off. Number one was kind of killing them. So that's football. It happens. They made a play. This is what I was talking about. That I was like, why? Spread out, completely spread out. 5 weapons. Everybody goes. It's 3rd and 10. Everybody goes behind the line. This is what I believe is immaturity or just not smart. It's like rookie stuff for a offensive play caller, right? And I know Mike McCarthy's their play caller, but this is trash. This is trash. Everybody goes behind the line. Like, bro, have somebody make a quick stop right here to let it go to kill anything underneath. Like, this is just trash. But anyways, we're not here about the defense or for the Cowboys, but let's continue. This is just proving that the Cowboys really ain't what people think. Their coaching staff is trash. Cowboys coaching staff is not good. The team itself is not good. Eagles are not good. That division is just not good. But let's continue because we're really here for their offense because that's what everybody is all hype about. All right, you got, what is this? I think this is 12 personnel again. And let me tell you guys this. You want to play 12 personnel against the Bucs, it's not going to go well for you. It's not going to go well for you. I've always said it, the best way to expose a Todd Bowles' defense is to spread us out. Spread us out with a whole bunch of fast weapons. Spread us out. But if you do that, you better have a quarterback that can pick us apart. If you could do that, you got a good chance against a Todd Bowles defense. But all this keeping everybody close to the line, you don't want to do that against a Todd Bowles defense because that's when he can send everybody and you have no idea where the blitz is coming from. Anyways, let's see. It looks like they're in 12 personnel. I believe these are 2 tight ends or a tight end and fullback, which I'm considering a second tight end or whatever. Looks like they're in nickel or these might no. I think these are 3 linebackers again. So they're in 4-3 again, and it looks like they're in cover 2. Both their safeties are back there, and you got both the corners, and they're way off. Okay, let's see what they do. Easy. Right? Easy. That can happen to anybody, right? You see the 2 corners are off. You have the right formation. Hey, check, kill it, kill, go to that play, whatever. That's fine. That's easy. That happens in the NFL. Let's see. Looks like 12 again. 2 tight ends right here. 2 and yep. Looks like 12 personnel again. Looks like they might be in cover 3. They got their 3 linebackers. The safety dropped down. Now he motions. He goes with them. Now you already know now. He already passed. Now you know it's man. So they're going to do the same thing, probably man, and probably drop the zone. I could be wrong. Let's see. Everybody's in man. So everybody's in man. Caught him on a screen. And because everybody was in a man, that screen is just... And at this point, I'm like, okay, they're catching them. They're catching them like... They just happen to be catching these guys in the right calls. Like, that's what it is. They're catching these guys at the right time. And then I'm like, it can't just be that, though. Like, it just looks too easy. It can't just be that. Then I start noticing that the Cowboys are just doo-doo butter. Their safeties are trash. Their linebackers are trash. They can't run to the ball. They're slow at reacting. Their corners, all their corners want to do is play corner. They don't want to tackle. They don't want to help in the run game. This is just a bad team. They don't look prepared. They look like they don't know what's happening. Everything's catching them off guard. Here we go again. 4 defensive linemen. Looks like 3 linebackers. Looks like three linebackers and I think and the two corners. They look like they're in zone because he didn't even follow him. And just look at these guys react. You know, if this was Carlton Davis right here, if this was Carlton Davis or Jamel Dean, he would be shooting. He would be shooting down right there. Like, oh snap, it's something. Keep containment. He's still back here. And look at these linebackers just get washed. This linebacker's coming in through here. These guys are just like hand to the face, but they don't call that. They don't even need to. These guys are just getting what? Look at this. Look at the corner still back here. And look at the safety. It's still back here, bro. So at this point, I'm like, okay, man, these guys got to hustle a little bit more or something. Okay, let's see. Now you got a whole bunch of people at the line. They got tight end. I think this is another tight end. So they look like they're in 12 personnel again, right? So now you got 1, 2, 3. Looks like 4 defensive linemen again. 2 linebackers in the middle. Trying to see 2 linebackers in the middle. You got a corner. Okay, so they're in nickel. You got another the nickel right here, and this is the other corner, and I have 2 safeties in the back. Let's see what happens. They peel off. Okay, so far this is looking good. Linebacker gets caught, and that, again, that's a linebacker. It happens. So again, first of all, look at this hustle. Look at that. I mean, it just, oh my God. Okay, let's see what's going on. Let's back up a little bit. Now that last play, again, that's a play where you look at it and you're like, oh, okay, whatever. They just good play, whatever. Let's see this. Are they 12 personnel again? Looks like 12 personnel again. Two tight ends, one. No, that's not 12 personnel because they got 2 receivers. Yeah. 12 personnel. Yeah, 12 personnel. And you got your 4 defensive linemen. Your safety the other safety, the trash safety came down to the box. Looks like cover 3 again. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Defensive lineman. I mean, linebacker. I think this is nickel again. I think they're in nickel again. So now they got a nickel. They're in nickel coverage when they're playing 12. So now they got nickel personnel. Oh my God, can you please stop doing that? Nickel personnel while they got 12 men, and they just hand it off to the left. And toss to the left. This is what I mean by their coaching staff, bro. Their coaching staff just, what are you calling, bro? What are you calling? Why are they backing up so much? They're killing you. Stop the run, bro. What? Look at that. Perfect. You just played right into their hands. You played right into their hands. This is ridiculous. Look. So at this point, I'm like, okay, this coaching staff is trash. And then look at this. They don't have these players in the right position. They're calling stupid defensive plays. Let's see. What do we got? We got another 12 personnel again. But instead of 2 wide receivers, you got the fullback, Taysom Hill, acting like a fullback. Right? Look at the corners all the way up here. 1st and 10, corners all the way up there. Another corner down here, so they're probably playing some type of weird zone. They're ready for the rush. Look at these safeties, bro. Look at how long these safeties take to get there. Easy. On first down. Easy. Okay. 12 personnel again. Let's see. No, it's 11 personnel. It's only one tight end. No, that's another tight end too. 12 personnel again. I believe this guy's a tight end. These guys look big, so how is that possible? How do you just look at this? They just, wherever you guys are at, we're gonna run the opposite way. That's all it is. You guys are lined over here. Just throw it to this side where they're weak at. Look at this. They just barely shade. Look, are you gonna shade over there or are you not? What are you scared of? What are you? And then these guys, look at how far they're, bro. You're almost in the end zone, bro. Like, what are you? Why are you so far back? Who is about to beat you deep? Who is about to beat you deep? All these guys. For a safety, why are you this far back? They're at the 12, 13-yard line. Why are they so far back? What is going on here? So at this point, I'm like, yo, I'm sorry. The Cowboys are just trash. Cowboys are just trash. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This is just... It's 21-13. Easy. I mean, just trash, bro. Trash. So, let's continue. We're almost there. We don't need to see their defense. Their defense again. Their defense is doing what their defense does. Their defense is not trash. Again, they're not as good as everyone tries to make them, but they're not trash. Their defense is decent. All right. Let's see again. It's already 28-13. It hasn't even been halftime yet. Looks like they're in 12 personnel once again, bro. It's like they're like, Cowboys don't know what to do when we have 12 personnel out there. 4 defensive linemen again. 1, 2, looks like 3 linebackers. Looks like they're in 4-3 again. Right? I believe this is the safety coming down. Corner. And again, these guys are backing up, which I'm not the biggest like, oh, why are you backing up? Because maybe you have some coverage underneath, if that's what it is. But why are they backing up so much? That's crazy. But anyways, play action. Oh my God, what just happened? Now this is just a regular play. This is like, it don't matter what the defense called here. Like, the guy was in the right place. This is just that corner not being able to handle. Who is that? Olave? I believe that's Chris Olave. That's just the corner. Like, okay, this guy has a route. Oh, he got me on the route. Like, bro, you're there. That's you. Like, that's just the corner not being good, and Chris Olave routing them up and getting that catch. That has nothing to do with how lazy the players are. That has nothing to do with how bad the defensive coordinator is calling the game, or the defensive coordinator not having these guys ready to play or putting them in the right position. That's just, I know you're in cover 3. And I have this route, and I think my guy can still get it, and he throws it, and the guy still got him. So that can happen in any game. It is what it is. He doesn't get the touchdown, but then it's like, okay, they get the, whatever, the little whatever you want to call it, little quarterback sneak. They're gonna get their little 3 points. All right, he gets that. They're doing their little offense thingamajig. Okay, he's still making a catch. They're fighting. Their offense is fighting. They fumble the ball. They're got it back. They kicked their field goal. All right, let's go back. All right, is this the first one? Yeah. Okay, so let's see. It looks like 12 personnel again. One wide receiver. Taysom. Ah, shoot, is that 13? Is that like 3 tight ends? And this has got to be easy, bro. This got to be easy. Once you see Taysom before he even moves, when you see Taysom back there, you should just know the ball's going to Taysom. They don't put Taysom in the backfield unless there's a Taysom and a running back. Then okay, like Taysom and Kamara back there, then it's like okay, be careful. What are they trying to do? But if it's just Taysom back there, just go after Taysom. The place for Taysom. But it looks like they got 3 tight ends over here. So I would be watching this side of the field. And of course, they go that way. And this, again, if you have a corner that doesn't like tackling, this is what you get. This is what you get. And look at this. People falling over each other. And at this point, I'm like, okay, not only does the defensive coordinator not calling good calls, but and I'm thinking to myself, even when they're basic defensive calls where it's like, oh, it doesn't have to be a call like that was the perfect defensive call. Because there's calls where it's like perfect defensive call for what just happened. Then there's calls where it's like you're taking a risk on this call. Then there's calls where it's like, why are you calling that? It makes no sense. This is just a regular call. It's nothing risky. It's a base call probably. No one's out of position. But guess what? The Cowboys defense is trash. Their edge and Micah Parsons can't run support, can't help them on the run. He's getting killed. So the edge is getting killed out the way. And guess what? Their linebackers are trash. Their linebackers don't know where they're going. They're just looking for a block to look like they know what they're doing. But they don't. Their linebackers is not going. And their corner right here is also not protecting the edge as well. He doesn't want to go and get contact. That's why it's taking him so long to react. Just look at how long it takes him to react to this. Look at how long it takes him to react to this. And I'm going to make my point right here. Look at how long it took him to react to that, bro. Look at it. Oh my God, can you freaking stop doing that? Taysom Hill got the ball. He's still backpedaling. Now he reacts. And as he gets hit, he just, because he did, I'm not going to get there. Instead of trying to push back, instead of trying to run through him. Now, here's when I said, Eureka. It's true. Because I thought at this point, I'm thinking to myself, right? It just gets worse. The tape just gets worse and worse, right? Tape just gets worse and worse. And I'm thinking to myself, am I just seeing what I want to see? Am I just hating, right? Am I just hating because I want to see that the Saints are not the real deal and I'm just hating on them? Am I just making maybe the Saints are making them look bad like this, right? Where it's like, oh, it's a hat on hat. The Saints are just that good where it's a hat on hat. And these linebackers are not really trash. You know, these corners are not really playing trash when it comes to run support. These safeties, look at the safeties. Safeties are nowhere near, bro. Safeties are nowhere near helping in run support. Oh, you're not even seeing it. The safeties, this is the safety right here. This is the safety right here. They're nowhere near helping on the run support. And I'm thinking to myself, maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm being a hater, and I just want the Saints to be frauds so bad that I'm telling myself that the Dallas Cowboys really aren't good. But maybe they really are good, and the Saints are just better. So you know what I did? You know what I did? Let me show you what I did. I said, I need something else. Let's go to the Panthers game. Let's go to the Panthers game. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, but RTP, they destroyed the Panthers too. Okay. Well, let's see something. Screen. Okay. That was good play. Nice tackle. They didn't take off. Okay. All right. So it was a good screen, but you know, they still tackled him. The guy hustled and got there. Then okay, let's see this. A lot of time. Throws over the top. JC Horn's behind him. Their safety messed that up. Okay. That happens again. That's a NFL play. Sometimes you get behind the safety. I mean, you shouldn't be behind the safety that much, but the Carolina Panthers, they got players that's like, okay, they need players. So whatever. It is what it is. I'm not tripping on that. Right? They're going to show you why the safety bit. The safety bit on him and let Rashad, which, again, if you're doing your thing, this is the guy you don't want to let go over the top. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. It is what it is. It's the Panthers. That's not what made me say they're frauds. Let's get out of all this crap. I don't care about, you already know what he did. Come on, get back to that. This is what made me say that they're frauds, right? Let's see. Nice play. Again, it's one-on-one. Okay, didn't even, corners did their thing, whatever. Good job. They kick a field goal, I believe. Let's get to the next offensive. Okay, here we go. Alvin Kamara, right? This is what I'm talking about. He already got hit. Got hit again. This is not like the Cowboys where homeboy's not getting hit to like 8 yards down the field, right? He already got hit by the line. That's okay. So what I'm trying to say is I noticed the difference of these guys hustling and actually being there, but not having any talent to make anything happen while they're there. The Cowboys game was like, bro, you're out of position. You're not even hustling. You're not even no one's even getting to a spot to make a play. That's the difference. Look at this. They're there. They're there. They don't make the tackle, but they're there. With the Cowboys, you didn't even see that. They weren't even there. Like, listen, I don't think they have a good coaching staff over here either. I mean, we know they have less talent than what the Cowboys have. But they look like, oh, we see, go get it. Cowboys didn't look like that. Cowboys was like, are you going to get him? Are you going to go? Oh, okay, I got to go take this block. Let me go. Go get the ball. This is not what we saw here. Let's see. Good play. That's regular quarterback getting it to this wide receiver. Good play. This is a regular. There you go. But you see how fast that corner got off and tried to make a tackle? But okay, they weren't ready for Taysom Hill. That happens. All right, let's continue. Giving it a Kamara. Now, see, we know what the problem was. Look at, and I don't know if that's, let me see. Safety, right? Look at how fast he reacts. Matter of fact, let me see if I can bring it back more. Right. Safety. Safety's back here. Look at this. Look at how fast. Ball's not even completely out of Carr's hand yet. Dude's gone already. That was what I was talking about when you talk about safety support in the run game. Look at this. Linebacker already taken off this way. Now, if this guy did his job, he would make him come back in and he would have made the play. But he was focused on watching his guy. But see, this is okay, they not much, they ain't. But that's the difference that I've seen. So where people might think, even this, look, on this guy, they look more prepared than the Saints. I mean, than the Cowboys. Like, at least they were trying, bro. So I saw a difference. Now, again, these guys defensively, you got to understand, right? Defensively, they don't have many pieces, right? Look at their D-line. They don't have many pieces on the D-line. They only have Jason Horn, right? They really don't got safeties. They need talent. Panthers need talent, right? They're struggling for talent. So that's where it's like, they can only do so much with talent, right? And then you got what's his name? Bryce Young, who pretty much was giving them the game and giving them the momentum over and over again. And that, makes a defense want to quit as well, But my point is, everything that you saw, all these little run plays and these little, they're not really trickery plays, but look, pitch, everyone's reacting. Oh my God, why does this keep doing that? They got him on that one. That's a good one. They got him on that one. And you notice that number 2 guy again. See, doing that same thing. Take him out, bro. Anyways, keep going. See some more. It's just different. It's just different than what we were seeing with the Cowboys. And look, another field goal. They're not scoring touchdowns like the Cowboys. I don't care about none of this. And when they did score touchdowns, it's because their offense was giving them good field advantage or field position. Good play. That's a good play. That's nothing that defense did. That's just their offense doing their thing. Look, the D-line just don't have much. Another field goal. And then their offense went and did this. Their special teams. So even though they put up almost the same amount of points, this is a different game than the Cowboys game. The Cowboys game was literally just the offense was putting up the points. This game, special teams did most of the points, and their defense put them in good field position to get touchdowns. Look at this. And everything was covered. Look. They see what's going on. They're covered now. They got one dude. Somebody got caught slipping back there. But do you see how it seems so much tougher with the Panthers? Like, they actually looked a little prepared. They understood a little bit of something of what they were trying to do. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't look like the Cowboys game. Cowboys game looked like they just was like, I was doing this. Like, I'm busy doing this, and then they do that on me. That's not my fault. I'm busy doing this. You can't do this and watch for the run. Like, it just was bad, terrible defense, bro. Terrible defense. And again, after seeing the Panthers, I'm like, bro, the Panthers made me look at it like, okay, yeah, I thought that was bad defense, bro. Like, I wasn't tripping. The defense was trash. Look, the reaction time is way better, but they just don't got guys. And I look at this and I look at us and I'm like, bro, they're not doing that on us. They're not doing. We're ready for stuff like that. And it's the same stuff. Look. It's the same stuff. Look. They're just not tackling. It's the same stuff. They play somebody that has a defense. And again, I don't look at their defensive coordinator like, oh, their defensive coordinator's like that. They're one of the better defensive coordinators in the league. I just think they're a decent average defensive coordinator. This is an average defense. They just don't have talent. They don't have dogs on the field. If these guys are able to identify what they're doing, like, and able to react like this, get a regular defense that just has some dogs that actually can tackle. This is not happening. They're not putting up 40 points. Well, and the offense not putting them. The opposing offense not giving them the ball in good field position. They're not putting up points like this. They're not putting up points like this. And no dogs, but they're like, I'm not making excuses for them, but we knew what the Panthers were. They're like a year or two away from being competitive, so that's where you got the touchdown. And now it's 9-37. Again, by this time, probably even before this, their defense is already like, yeah, I'm giving up. So, excuse me. I say all that to say this, man. I don't think they like that at all. Giants are straight doo-doo. What it do, Professor X in the building. You're just a hater, RTP. Want to see something terrifying for the defense that got to play us? Pull up, I believe it was Zion interception, and look at the ball Hawks. That's a whole nother situation. Ormache in the building. Giuseppe, what up, RTP? What it do? So yeah, I'm telling you, man. I saw that and I'm like, okay, man, give me another one, bro. Give me another one. Now, who they play? They play the Eagles, right? Man, because Darius Slay, we know. Now, they lost to the Falcons, right? And the Falcons, they actually beat the Falcons. The Falcons they stole that win, but whatever. That's not important. They lost to the Falcons. That might put a little pep in their corner steps, because that's all it really is. And their linebackers. You just gotta have some dogs. Go get it. See ball, go get ball. Now, their D-line, they're not gonna be able to. I don't think they're gonna be able to get pressure. Who they just played, like the Cowboys. Like, Cowboys really didn't get pressure either, but I think the Cowboys will probably have more pressure than the Eagles can. So the Eagles are going to have to blitz. But I don't think they're going to be able to punk their D-line to where they'll be able to punk their D-line and then punk the linebackers. They got to be able to go get it. They got to be like, there's just no way. I think what I saw from the Cowboys was a bad coaching staff calling terrible plays and just staying in the same defense over and over again, which made it easy for Derek Carr to pick them apart. That's one. Number two, the players, they look like they ain't got no dogs at linebacker. I don't even know who their damn linebackers are, but they ain't got no dogs at linebacker. Their edge rusher in Micah Parsons couldn't set the edge for nothing. He was getting punked. And they kept off going to the wrong side every time every time the linebacker shifted, they would shift to one side and they just run it to the other side. And their freaking safeties were trash in coverage and in trash. They were trash in run support. They took forever to freaking react. I don't know. I don't think the Eagles. Now, I'm not saying the Eagles are going to beat them or beat them easily or anything like that. They could still beat the Eagles probably. But this whole 30s, high 20s, 30s, 40-point games, they not like that, bro. They're going to be brought back to reality. Matter of fact, let me see their schedule. I'll tell you right now. Let me see. Let's see. Saints schedule. Let's see. They got, oh God. They got the Eagles and then they got the Saints. I mean, they got the Eagles and then they got the Falcons is what I meant to say. And you know what? Well, I don't know because I don't know if I'm not even looking for Kirk Cousins to be like Kirk Cousins. If he can be, put it like this, if I knew the Falcons had Ritter, I think the Saints would lose to the Falcons. I don't think that offense is going to look anywhere near as good against the Falcons. Eagles, I don't know, man, because they're corners, and I don't know about their linebackers either. I know for the longest their linebackers have been the weakest spot. Like, just why can't they just? They're not going to do it against the Chiefs, and that has nothing to do with Mahomes. I'm talking about defense, strictly defense. Mahomes is going to have his own struggles against the Saints' defense, but I'm talking about the offense because the defense we're used to the Saints having a good defense. That's not whatever. That's nothing new. The offense is what got everybody glazing them, is their offense, is what they're doing offensively, the output that they're putting out offensively. That's not real. I think the offense takes a step back against the Eagles, which a step back might be like 20s. It might even be high 20s, right? So that's not a big step back. I think it really takes a step back against the Falcons, and I think it takes a step back again after the Chiefs. And I don't think they get 20 points against the Bucks. I don't think they get 20 points against the Bucks. And then, by that time, everybody will be like, okay, we know what the Saints are. We know what the Saints are. They might come crashing down in reality against the Eagles. I'm telling you, if the corners play right, if their defense comes out and plays playoff defense, that's the thing that I'm saying. This is not going to work against playoff defense. The stuff that they're doing is not going to work against playoff defense. I'm sorry, it's not. It's not. Any defense that is decent, this is not going to work against them, bro. People missing tackles, and you got the Panthers missing tackles. They're there, but they're missing tackles. Then you got the Cowboys that are not even there, and they're missing tackles. Like, they can't continue to do that against these teams. It is just Mm-mm. Then they got the Panthers again, then the Saints again, then the Browns, then the Rams. Yeah. Giants will more likely beat the Giants. They'll beat the Commanders. Maybe. Packers, I don't know. Raiders, I don't think they beat the Raiders. Raiders got dogs, I know for sure. They're not gonna beat the Raiders. And then we play them at the end. Oh man, I can't wait for this season to continue to play out. I can't wait for this season. to continue to play out because Saint fans got a rude awakening coming up soon. They got a rude awakening coming up soon, man. So as this season goes on, I don't. I'm officially. I'm gonna say this. I'm officially calling it right now. I'm officially calling it right now. Saints are not going to continue to look like this. They're gonna come back. I don't know if it'll be against the Eagles. I don't necessarily know if it'll be this weekend against the Eagles that'll bring them back down to earth. But this whole Super Bowl contending, this whole they're one of the better teams, that gets brought back down, and they will be brought back to what most of us thought they were, which some people thought that they were going to be trash this year. I didn't think they were going to be trash this year. I thought they were going to be in contention with us to win the division, right? If the Bucks didn't reach the potential that I think the Bucks could reach, then I thought that maybe they have a chance to win this division with us, and even the Falcons. But the Bucks definitely look like they're going to reach the potential that we could possibly reach. There's still a couple of things we got to iron out. Few things that I got to see. Like, I got to continue to see the run game. And not only that, I think our O-line got to get better. I'm kind of getting nervous with the Cody Mock situation, to be honest with you. But, yes, Cody Mock. I'm not talking about Luke Gedeke. I'm nervous about that, too, because he's concussed and he might not come back next week. But that's fine because we're playing against the Broncos. But besides that, I'm talking about Cody Mock, our guard. I'm a little worried about him. I'm seeing too much film of... let's just say I'm seeing too much film that I'm not liking with Cody Mock, so I'm getting a little nervous about that. But even with that, if our run game can continue to improve, I think we can click on all cylinders and we can be what I think we could be, and we should easily take this division. Because I don't think this Saints team that people think they are, if they are what we're watching, then yes, they can compete with us for the division. But if they're not this and they're what I thought they were, which is they're an okay team. They can do something offensively once in a while. Defensively, they should be pretty good. Then we would have to go back to who we were last year, and then they can be able to compete with us. But I don't think that's the case. So we'll see. We'll see how it plays out again. It's only week 2. There's still a lot to be answered for us. There's a lot to be answered for the Saints. But, yeah, after seeing this, if I had to be a betting man, which I am, I don't think this is them. I truly don't think this is them. I don't think this is them, and I think they will be brought down back to reality soon. Anyways, do me a favor, man. Hit the like button. Show some love. All that good stuff, man. It's 10 o'clock. I'm going to call it a night. This sports and fitness performance energy drink is starting to crash. Anyways, I'm going to call it a night, man. I had to get this out. I was watching this and I just said, because it was like, okay, they did what they did, but it's the Panthers. And it's true, it's the Panthers, but it was the Panthers as a team. The Panthers as a team gave up the 37 or however many points the Saints scored in that game. As a team, their offense helped out give them more points, right? There's the special teams help them get more points. And then their defense, because they don't got talent, helped them give them points. But then in the Cowboys game, they strictly offensively scored those points. And that was because the Cowboys defense was booty. Panthers defense wasn't booty. It was just talentless and excuse me. It was talentless and it had too much on its back because of Bryce Young. So the defense for the Panthers wasn't booty cheeks. They just had too much on their back because of what Bryce Young was doing and what their special teams was allowing them to do as well, and because they don't have that much talent on that defense as well. But they still performed better defensively than the Cowboys did, because the Cowboys coaching wise did not put them in good position. They did not look like they were ready to play, and they even look like they don't got no dogs on the field. They look like they don't got talent on the field, and their safeties look trash. So I believe that they just played two really, and that's not to say that the Cowboys defense won't get better, because again, they look like they weren't ready on the field. Maybe they just didn't come to play. Maybe it was one of those games where it's like they just wasn't ready. Maybe they thought they were it. They were the ish. And they got on the field and they just got smacked in the face and they weren't ready to play. Maybe from here on out, now the Cowboys are going to watch tape or something, or just be ready to play on the field. Maybe the Cowboys defense is not as bad as they put on tape. They just had an off game, or just had a game that they weren't ready, and they're not going to let that happen. And now they come to the field ready to play now. I don't know. But what I saw on that tape was a really bad defense. Coaching-wise, they didn't have them ready. And those players weren't hustling, and they just looked like they didn't have dogs on the field. I don't think they're going to get that again. So they had back-to-back. Yeah, I said my piece. Rashad West, I appreciate you. We're going to leave it at that, man. We'll see. Sunday's coming up. 2 days. I'll see you guys next time I see you. Deuce, you guys be safe out there.